Today, my topic for the presentation is Conflict Theory as Approach to Sociology of Education. Dear viewers, please watch the entire video. The video will be followed by MCQs based on the presentation. Let us try to understand. A detailed explanation of conflict theory. Conflict theory is a sociological perspective that examines society as a structure full of competing interests, struggles for resources, and power imbalances. It posits that social structures and institutions are designed to maintain the dominance of certain groups while perpetuating inequalities for others. Conflict theory primarily originates from the works of Karl Marx, who analyzed the economic and social conflicts between the bourgeoisie, owners of production, and the proletariat, working class. Core principles of conflict theory. 1. Society as a site of conflict. Society is seen as an arena of continuous struggle between different groups over scarce resources, including wealth, power, and prestige. These conflicts drive societal change, often in the form of revolutions or systemic reforms. 2. Role of power and domination. Power is unequally distributed, with dominant groups shaping laws, policies, and norms to maintain control. Institutions like government, education, religion, and family are tools for maintaining this dominance. 3. Focus on inequality. Inequalities are systemic and are perpetuated by structures that favor those in power. Conflict theorists explore how race, gender, class, and other social categories intersect to create complex systems of inequality. 4. Economic base and superstructure. Marx argued that the economic base, the system of production, shapes the superstructure, institutions like politics, law, and culture. The superstructure serves to legitimize and perpetuate the economic base. 5. Social change through conflict. Conflict theorists view social change as a result of tensions and conflicts between groups with opposing interests. These conflicts often result in shifts in power dynamics or societal structures. Key theorists and contributions. Karl Marx focused on class struggles between the bourgeoisie and proletariat. Saw capitalism as an exploitative system that creates and perpetuates inequality. Max Weber expanded conflict theory by including other dimensions of inequality, such as status and party, alongside class. Highlighted the role of bureaucracy and rationalization in maintaining power structures. C. Wright Mills introduced the concept of the power elite, a small group of influential individuals who control political, military, and economic institutions. Pierre Bourdieu explored cultural capital and habitus, emphasizing how non-economic forms of capital, knowledge, skills, and cultural norms contribute to social reproduction. Core concepts of conflict theory in education. Education and social inequality. Education often mirrors and reinforces societal inequalities based on class, gender, race, and ethnicity. Access to quality education is frequently tied to socio-economic status. Cultural capital and social reproduction. Pierre Bourdieu introduced the concept of cultural capital, referring to non-financial assets like language, values, and cultural knowledge that give certain groups an advantage in education. Schools often reflect the culture of dominant groups, disadvantaging marginalized populations. Hidden curriculum refers to the implicit lessons conveyed through school norms, values, and expectations that reinforce existing social hierarchies. For example, schools might prioritize obedience and conformity over critical thinking, aligning with the needs of capitalist economies. Credentialism. Education systems often emphasize credentials, degrees, diplomas as markers of success, which can maintain social stratification by limiting upward mobility for disadvantaged groups. Schooling and economic needs. schools serve as instruments to prepare workers for economic roles aligning with the needs of industrial and capitalist systems. The curriculum often prioritizes skills and values needed by the labor market over holistic human development. Educational implications of conflict theory. Curriculum and power dynamics. The curriculum often reflects the values and interests of dominant social groups. Marginalized groups may find their histories, languages, and cultures excluded or undervalued. Teacher-student relationships. Power imbalances between teachers and students can mirror societal inequalities. Education systems may limit students' agency in shaping their learning experiences. Assessment and evaluation. Standardized testing can perpetuate inequality by favoring students from resource-rich backgrounds. Access to resources. Schools in affluent areas typically have better facilities, teachers, and funding compared to schools in economically disadvantaged regions. Meritocracy and its critique. Conflict theorists critique the notion of meritocracy, arguing that structural inequalities limit opportunities for certain groups, making success more accessible to privileged individuals. Dear viewers, let us solve some important multiple choice questions from the presentation 11. Who is considered the primary founder of conflict theory? A. Émile Durkheim. B. Karl Marx. C. Max Weber. D. Pierre Bourdieu. Answer B. Karl Marx. 2. What does hidden curriculum refer to? A. The official syllabus taught in schools. B. Unstated norms and values conveyed in schools. C. The extracurricular activities offered by schools. D. Advanced level academic content. Answer B. Unstated norms and values conveyed in schools. 3. Which theorists developed the concept of the correspondence principle? A. Bowles and Gintis. B. Durkheim and Weber. C. Marx and Engels. D. Althusser and Bourdieu. Answer A. Bowles and Gintis. 4. What is cultural capital according to Bourdieu? A. Monetary wealth used for education. B. Cultural norms and skills that provide educational advantages. C. Government grants for education. D. School funding mechanisms. Answer B. Cultural norms and skills that provide educational advantages. 5. Conflict theory views education as primarily serving the interests of A. Marginalized groups. B. The ruling class. C. The government. D. All social classes equally. Answer B. The ruling class. 6. The meritocracy critique in education suggests A. Education is equally accessible to all. B. Success in education is solely based on ability and effort. C. Structural inequalities prevent true meritocracy. D. Meritocracy fosters equality in society. Answer C. Structural inequalities prevent true meritocracy. 7. What is the primary function of education according to Althusser? A. Social integration. B. Ideological control. C. Development of individual talents. D. Preparing for democratic participation. Answer B. Ideological control. 8. Credentialism refers to A. The process of issuing diplomas and degrees. B. Overemphasis on educational qualifications for jobs. C. A fair system for rewarding educational achievement. D. The integration of vocational training in schools. Answer B. Overemphasis on educational qualifications for jobs. 9. The idea of schools as ideological state apparatuses was proposed by A. Karl Marx. B. Émile Durkheim. C. Louis Althusser. D. Herbert Spencer. Answer C. Louis Althusser. 10. Conflict theory critiques meritocracy because A. It eliminates competition. B. It ignores structural inequalities. C. It overemphasizes cultural diversity. D. It discourages vocational education. Answer B. It ignores structural inequalities. 11. What is the focus of Bowles and Gintis correspondence theory? A. The relation between school and home life. B. The similarity between school structures and workplace hierarchies. C. The alignment of school curriculum with moral values. D. The correspondence between teacher education and student performance. Answer B. The similarity between school structures and workplace hierarchies. 12. Education as a tool for social reproduction means A. Education creates new social systems. B. Education maintains existing social inequalities. C. Education encourages revolutionary change. D. Education promotes global unity. Answer B. Education maintains existing social inequalities. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Education and Teacher Education.